Workers are reducing the environmental risks across the Hanford site in southeastern Washington state. The U.S. Department of Energy and contractor CH2M Hill Plateau Remediation Company are making significant progress mitigating hazards associated with burial grounds and waste sites located approximately 6 miles away from the city center of Richland, Washington, and just 2 miles from the Columbia River. From 1954 through 1963, the 7.5-acre 61810 burial ground received waste generated from Hanford's 300 area laboratories and reactor fuel development facilities. Waste material was disposed directly in containers ranging from the size of juice cans to drums and buried more than 20 feet underground. If left alone, eventually the burial ground and waste sites pose a threat to groundwater, the environment, and human health. Practices during the production era resulted in the disposal of a variety of wastes within the project. This required extensive characterization before excavation could begin. Workers are making significant progress in removing waste from the 61810 burial ground. The workforce just completed remediating 80 vertical pipe units, known as VPUs, that were buried vertically as far as 20 feet below ground. These 80 VPUs were comprised of 5 55-gallon drums stacked on top of one another, along with other pipes made from corrugated piping. Workers remediated these VPUs by placing a steel pipe with an opening called an overcasing over the VPUs, and used an auger to grind up the waste, piping material, and soil inside the overcasing. They then removed the waste with a clamshell shovel. This process allowed for the waste to be retrieved, treated, and shipped to the engineered landfill on the central part of the Hanford site, where low-level waste is disposed of at the Environmental Restoration Disposal Facility, known as ERDF. Workers are successfully remediating 14 other VPUs that require a different technology because they are made up of a stronger steel material and are smaller in diameter, which makes them much more difficult to remediate. Workers are finalizing the remediation of the 61810 burial ground, where they completed the retrieval of 2,201 contaminated drums and other debris wastes. Employees characterize each drum and waste item individually to examine contents. There are 2 adjacent waste sites within the project that take strategic planning and coordination. Workers are remediating a uranium-contaminated waste site known as 316-4 and will soon begin remediating the 663 lysimeter waste site, where contamination resulted from a test method for soil migration. Workers remain dedicated to remediating the waste sites and burial ground and achieving CH2M's goal of completing the remediation of the entire project by September 2018.
We didn't have any slowdown in the work at all. We're on track to meet the scheduled requirement for completing this work.
CH2M is proud of the workforce who are cleaning up the Hanford site and protecting the Columbia River.